We are back with a recap of the Cavs smoking the Heat in Cleveland yesterday by the final score of 113-87. It turned out that Kevin Love has suffered a hairline fracture in his thumb, so he did not play in that game. He is listed as questionable for their second game of the back-to-back tonight. During the game, Karis LeVert was also injured. He is listed as out for today. Cedi Osman had a much-needed bounce-back game last night as he's been kind of struggling a little bit throughout their losing streak and also a little bit in their game against Charlotte. However, he's going to have to keep this up, and it was nice that he was able to get going because now with, again, Karis LeVert being out and still Dean Wade dealing with his injury, he's also listed as out, I believe. Cedi Osman is going to have a lot more responsibility put on him, even if Lamar Stevens is taking that starting role in the lineup. Cedi Osman is now going to become the go-to guy on the bench in that 3 spot. At least I would imagine that's what he becomes. So hopefully for Cedi Osman, he's able to keep up that outside shooting. That's able to stay hot, because if not, that's going to be an issue for him moving forward. But again, I feel like last night was a good game for him to bounce back, to recover and build some momentum, and hopefully he can continue that hot streak going on into today against the Hawks. This was a good game to have, things be pretty relaxed for the majority of the game. The first quarter was very competitive, but the Cavs jumped out to a pretty large lead early in the second quarter, and they were able to maintain that throughout the game. The offense was clicking very well. A lot of great ball movement. They had a lot of assists on their shots. It wasn't like a lot of just ISO ball and people having, great shooting nights. It was just people moving the ball around, finding a nice extra pass for an open shot, and the Cavs offense clicking fine. And then once the Miami Heat ran out of their shooting touch, then they really had no chance of keeping up, especially with the Cavs playing more defense like we were used to them. We were used to seeing them play in the earlier season. So this was a nice game to be able to have. The fourth quarter was pretty relaxed. They were able to throw most of their bench guys on there and really get the job done there. Raul Neto looking fine, and that's nice because, again, this is a back-to-back. The Atlanta Hawks are coming in, and they're also sporting a 10-6 record. So that was nice to have, being able to give your starting lineup a bit of a rest, a bit of they're not playing an intense 48-minute game or anything. It was a nice, the first quarter was a bit of a test, and then after that, the Cavs were able to put their foot on the gas, and really they were able to get a comfortable win when it was all said and done, which is what you need. And again, the Atlanta Hawks are coming in with a 10-6 record. It's the second half of a back-to-back. The Cavs are at home. They have a really good home record. I think they're either 5-2 or they're like, it's a good record at home. So the Cavs should be feeling a bit more comfortable. We'll see if the Karis LeVert injury, how much that impacts things on the floor. However, Karis LeVert was going through a pretty cold stretch leading up to this injury, so maybe they don't feel it as much as if Karis LeVert had been dropping 20, 25 points in the last 5 games or so. But we'll see how that impacts the Cavs tonight, and we'll see how they do after getting a really solid win yesterday at home against the team that was that was vulnerable and ripe for the picking. So thank you all if you made it this far into the video. Please leave a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more like it. Let me know what you thought about yesterday's game in the comments and how they'll fare against the Hawks today in the comments below, and I will see you at the next one.